You can understand your core wounds perfectly. You can trace them, name them, see exactly where they came from, and still be completely run by them. Because awareness alone is not enough. Real change happens at the subconscious level, and that requires something completely different from positive thinking. This is part 5 and the final video in my core wounds series. How to actually rewire them at the subconscious level. I am Stacey, a psychotherapist and certified integrative attachment theory coach. If you are new here, start with part 1. Everything links in the description. And if this series has been useful to you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs it. This is the one where everything we have covered comes together. Let's get into it. Welcome to lesson 5, the final lesson, how to start reconditioning your core wounds. We have covered a lot of ground in this course. You understand what core wounds are and where they came from. You know how to use your emotions to trace them. You can see how they show up in your relationships. And in the last lesson, you walked through all 21 wounds and started identifying which ones feel most like yours. Now we get to the part that actually changes things. Because awareness, as important as it is not enough on its own. You can understand your wounds perfectly and still be run by them. Real change happens at the subconscious level, and that requires a different kind of work. So in this lesson, I want to give you a framework for how that reconditioning actually works and what you can start doing today. So why positive thinking alone doesn't work. Before we get into the tools, I want to explain something that trips a lot of people up. Most of us have been told at some point to just think more positively. Replace a negative thought with a positive one. Tell yourself you are enough. Repeat affirmations in the mirror. And while there is something useful in the direction of that, it often doesn't stick. And there is a real reason for that. Your conscious mind can repeat, I am enough all day long, but if your subconscious is running a program that says, I am not enough, it is going to win every time. Because the subconscious processes roughly 1,000,000 times more information per second than the conscious mind. It's not a fair fight. So the goal is not to overpower the subconscious with conscious thought. The goal is to actually get inside the subconscious and update the program directly. And to do that, you need 2 things working together: repetition and emotion. Those are the 2 ingredients the subconscious uses to form beliefs in the first place, and they are the same 2 ingredients needed to change them. Tool 1, finding opposing evidence. This is one of the most powerful and practical tools you can use, and you can start right now. Here's how it works. Take one of your core wounds. Let's use I am not enough as an example. Your subconscious believes this is true because it has been collecting evidence for it, probably for decades. Every mistake, every rejection, every moment of criticism has been filed away as proof. So the work is to actively build a counterfile, to find real, specific, lived evidence that the opposite is true. And here's the key. You want to look across multiple areas of your life, not just one. Your career, your relationships, your physical health, your creativity, your values, your friendships, your growth. So you might ask yourself, where in my life am I enough? Where am I showing up well? Where have I done something that took courage or care or effort? The conscious doesn't care how big the evidence is. It cares about volume and emotional resonance. So 10 small felt examples will move the needle more than one big one delivered flatly. The more you do this, especially consistently over time, the more the new program starts to build momentum. You're not arguing with the wound, you are starving it of its monopoly on the evidence. Tool 2, repetition with felt sense. The second tool is about working with direct statements, what some people call affirmations, but in a way that actually reaches the subconscious. The reason most affirmations don't work is that they are said without feeling. You repeat the words, but your body does not believe them yet, and the subconscious responds to the felt sense in the body, not just the words. So the practice is to take a statement that represents the opposite of your wound and to find even a small amount of genuine feeling behind it as you repeat it. For I am not enough, the statement might be, I am enough as I am right now. Then you look for a moment, even brief, where that feels even slightly true. Maybe in relation to one person, one area of your life, one memory. You anchor into the feeling, however small, and you repeat that statement from inside it. The combination of repetition and even a thread of genuine emotion is what starts to create a new neural pathway. Over time, those pathways get stronger. The old program does not disappear overnight, but it starts to lose its grip. Tool 3, using the theta state window. This one is something a lot of people don't know about, and it is genuinely one of the most powerful reprogramming windows available to all of us. Your brain cycles through different states throughout the day. When you are alert and active, you are in a beta state. When you are relaxed and daydreaming, you move into alpha. And as you drift from wakefulness into sleep, you pass through what is called the theta state. Theta is the brainwave state associated with deep relaxation, creativity, and subconscious accessibility. It is essentially the state where the gate between the conscious and subconscious mind becomes more permeable. Children under the age of 8, not coincidentally, spend a significant amount of their time in theta, which is exactly why the experiences of those early years download so deeply into the subconscious. The gate is wide open. As adults, we pass through theta twice every day, right as we are falling asleep and right as we are waking up. You can also access it when you are in meditation. Those are your most powerful reprogramming windows. Anything you repeat with emotion and intention during those transitional states has a significantly greater chance of reaching the subconscious than something said in the middle of an alert, busy day. So if you're doing reconditioning work around a specific wound, bringing that work into the moments just before sleep or just after waking, when your brain is naturally in that more open, receptive state, makes it dramatically more effective. This is why audio-based reprogramming tools, things designed specifically to be used during sleep or deep relaxation, are so valuable for this kind of work. The delivery method is not just a preference. It is actually the whole point. So here is where you are leaving this course. You know what your core wounds are. You can name them specifically. You understand how they formed and why they have felt so real for so long. You can trace them through your emotions in real time. You can see how they show up in your relationships. And now you have a real framework for changing them. Finding opposing evidence, pairing repetition with genuine felt sense, and using the natural theta window your brain gives you every single day. This is not fast work. The subconscious does not update in a week, but it does update consistently and over time. With the right approach, these programs change. And you are not the wound. You never were. You are the person doing the work to heal it. Thank you for being here for this course. Take good care of yourself. If this resonated with you, subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. And if you want to go even deeper, I have a full library of mini courses on attachment healing and relationship patterns on Insight Timer. This series is just a taste of what is over there. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next one.